If A and B are two matrices, so matrix A times matrix B is not equal to matrix B times matrix A. Also, if A and B are two matrices, and if A multiplied by B equals 0, so this doesn't mean that A equals 0 and B equals 0. So A is not necessarily equal to 0 and B is not necessarily equal to 0. Now, example, if A transpose equals this, prove that A squared minus 5A plus 22I equals 0. We are given A transpose. First, let's find A to prove the given equation is true. We are given A transpose to change the rows into columns in the same order. So the matrix A is, take the first row of A transpose and change it into column in A. So the first row, 2 and negative 4, will be the first column here. So to be 2 and negative 4. Then take the second row to be the second column here. So to be 4 and 3. Now this is matrix A. To prove this, start by finding A squared. A squared is A times A. So let's multiply A times A. We have a 2 by 2 matrix squared. The order of the new matrix is also a 2 by 2 matrix. Take the first row with the first column. So 2 times 2 to be 4 minus 4 times 4 to be negative 16. 4 minus 16 to be negative 12. The second element, take the first row with the second column. So 2 times 4 to be 8 plus 4 times 3 to be 12. 12 and 8 to be 20. Now the second row with the first column, negative 4 times 2 to be negative 8 plus 3 times negative 4 to be negative 12. Negative 8 and negative 12 to be negative 20. Finally, second row with the second column to be negative 4 times 4 to be 16 and 3 times 3 to be 9. Negative 16 and 9 to be negative 7. Now let's rewrite the equation in terms of the matrix A. This is A squared. Now let's find negative 5A. So negative 5A equals negative 5 times matrix A. Multiplying a constant times a matrix means that you multiply the constant by each element of the matrix. So this equals to negative 5 times 2 to be negative 10, negative 5 times 4 to be negative 20, negative 5 times negative 4 to be positive 20, and negative 5 times 3 to be negative 15. Finally, 22I. I is the identity matrix. It should be the same order as matrix A, or 2 by 2. Then 22I equals 22 times the identity matrix I. This equals to 22 times each term of the matrix. So change each element of the main diagonal into 22 to get this. Finally, write the given equation in terms of matrix A. So A squared equals this plus negative 5A equals this equals to this, and finally plus 22I equals to this. Now add all the matrices. To add matrices, we add the corresponding elements of all matrices. So negative 12 and negative 10 to be 20, negative 22 to be negative 22, plus 22 to be 0. The second element, 20 minus 20 to be 0, plus 0 to be 0. Negative 20 plus 20 plus 0 to be 0. Finally, negative 7 and negative 15 to be negative 22 and plus 22 to be 0. Finally, we get the 0 matrix.